thought maybe this would be the best way for the kids to see their dad. So kids, if you get to see the video, Dad loves you. I know situations are not easy for you guys to understand. When it comes to Kyle and Braxton, I want you to both know that your dad loves you very much. You guys can contact me night or day, rain or shine, under any kind of circumstance, to understand situations. As you very well both know, me and your mom divorced after 18 years of marriage. As far as when it comes to Donovan, should he ever get to see the video, I want him to understand, me and your mom can't see eye to eye. In comparison, Dad moved on in his life. As when it comes to 5-year-old Jasmine in Vermont, no, Jasmine, I can honestly say Dad has not seen you, met you. There's just no better way to explain myself in regards to the kids, except for if you should ever need your dad, you can always contact and rely on family. They can tell you where, when, and how to reach me. For the most part, your Aunt Tammy Sexton, as you know, is your aunt, and she always keeps, a close eye on little brother here, for the most part. So we just want you both, actually all 4 kids, to know Dad does love you, and Grandma is here. Grandma is with Dad pretty much every day. She walks with me through pretty much every aspect of my life. Any events that I do, of course, Grandma is with me. She makes life a little bit easier on me. For 2.5 years, I was taking care of Grandma while she was really sick, going through, her hardship of her COPD disease. That is what basically killed your Grandma. For the most part, Donovan didn't get to be there for the funeral. I apologize to Donovan that he wasn't even notified or actually even got to be at the funeral. And me and your Grandma love you kids very much. We do anything for you kids. As you know, Dad has spent 12 years in the professional mixed martial arts. I have retired on several occasions, and that's wasn't my best interest. Don't ever feel that things occurred because of you guys. Obviously, the situation with your mothers, there's no way to explain the situation. For the most part, I do want to explain myself to regards to the older kids, which is Kyle and Braxton. You guys have been through every concert, majority of them with me throughout my career. You also have done a lot of MMA events with me. Of course, you didn't get to go to Bismarck, North Dakota with Dad. I do apologize. Promotions could not afford the extra airplane trip to Bismarck. Of course, me and Mark the Hammer Coleman from Ultimate Fighter, Mr. UFC Mark the Hammer Coleman, was with Dad for that event. For the future, Dad is working on coming back to the sport. I know Braxton had basically contacted me asking me not to return back to the cage. And for the most part, it's basically up to the athletic commission if I ever return. So for the most part, Dad still is a licensed professional. I still carry my professional ID and my national ID, which is a federal. For the most part, I do miss the cage. I'm sure a lot of fans that has supported me through the mixed martial arts over the years probably miss me. I do apologize for that. A lot of promotions cannot afford me. I know some promotions recently had tried to book me in regards to my return. I have no explanation in regards to funds. Of course, most appearances are ranging around $1,000 for my appearance. And then there is reasons for that because of who I am. As kids, very well known, they have spent numerous years doing stuff with me and UFC veteran Shoney Carter, Mr. International. The kids have also done events with me periodically with Wes Sims from the UFC. Of course, we as fighters, especially myself, have originally came from Team Apocalypse out of Arizona. And as it progressed over the years, I started doing stuff with VIP management out of Michigan, and then as it transferred out to another management corporation down in Texas, and I wasn't too happy with the management, which later on I changed management to over in Maryland. The management wasn't to expectations to my standards, so I moved on, and now I do it solo. And this does require a lot of work, a lot of studying, research, and etc. So I'm hoping that the kids get a chance to see this video. I know Braxton, you got to see a couple of the videos that's on the page. I know you have asked Dad if I was going to return back to the cage. The answer to that is it depends on the promotion, whether or not they can afford me. A lot of times, as you know, I will do events with UFC veterans. I will also do guest appearances with Wes Sims from Ohio, from Lancaster. I also do events with Shoney Carter out of Chicago. Me and Shoney originally met back in the Full Contact Fight Series in the Dragon's Den, the Hammer House, and that's where we all came from. Of course, Wes Sims was part of it, Mark the Hammer Coleman. We were part of the Dragon's Den out of Fort Wayne, Indiana, which, as far as I know, it no longer exists. The Full Contact Fight Series, I don't believe that the promotion still exists today. If it does, I have no knowledge of any of the existing. So, for the most part, you guys been wanting to see your dad, and so we thought this was the best way to actually see him. As you know, Dad does a lot of changing as far as who he is as a person on a daily basis. I'm a showstopper. There's no other better way to put that. Yes, I do work a regular job, so I try to fit everything in my spare time for the kids. I will say this for the older kids. I'm glad over the years that you have a nice home. I spent over $90,000 for that house, and now it goes to your mother. At one point, as you understood, Dad was really sick at one point. Dad had 2 lung surgeries back in 2012, and I have recovered from that. Then, of course, I had rhabdo from training so much from, obviously, if you want to, people that's viewing this video has never heard of rhabdo. Rhabdo is something that releases from the brain and leaks into the kidneys, and it will kill you. Of course, I had many strokes when I had rhabdo. Rhabdo is from exerting the body muscle tissues that's been ripped and that leaks into your bloodstream. You can also check it out in regards to rhabdomyolysis. Rhabdo is a sports disease that sports guys get when they overdo it in the sport. Then, of course, as the kids probably don't know, I spent 1.5 years in a cancer center trying to recover some difficulties with my blood. A lot of that has to do with rhabdo, and it also has to do with, because I had some blood transfusions back in 2012. There was something in regards to the blood that had caused a disease in regards to hematology, where they had to do a phlebotomy. Of course, I'm okay. So I no longer do that stuff, and I want to say thank you to Dr. Gossel. I know Dr. Gossel is on the Facebook page. I have all the respect for you for helping saving my life, getting myself better, and getting myself back to the person I'm supposed to be. However, I just want to, keep things realistic on my Facebook, as I always have. Everybody knows I'm a very inspirational person, very inspiring. I put a lot of work in on a daily basis to give my full attention to a lot of people and speak with them as much as I can when I can. However, if I can't respond, I will contact you in my spare time when I'm capable of. So, in regards to the kids, I love you guys. Hopefully I get to see you guys soon. And I'll leave that from there. We'll sign out for now. Dad loves you.